great champion of our cause and a regular participant in our events at the House of Commons. Your Excellency, Cyprus High Commissioner, honourable members of Parliament, distinguished guests, colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I need to do as President of the Federation is to thank our friends in Parliament for sponsoring our event this evening and for enabling us to use these facilities of the House of Commons in order to mark the 36th anniversary of Turkey's military invasion of Cyprus in July 1974. I also take this opportunity to congratulate all members of Parliament for their election and re-election to the House of Commons at the general elections in May of this year. I'm delighted that we have quite a few new members of Parliament who've been elected. We're here with us tonight, and we will have the opportunity to introduce them to you and to hear from them in the course of these proceedings. I'm delighted also that we have with us the Shadow Minister for Europe, Chris Bryant, who has had an involvement with Cyprus in his previous role as Minister for Europe, and somebody who knows the issue quite well. We welcome you all and look forward to working with you in the years ahead. This is the fourth year in succession that I have the privilege to chair this annual event on behalf of the Federation, and it really pains me that one more year has gone by with Cyprus still divided and with the scars of Turkey's invasion and continuing military occupation of the island's northern part as deep and as painful as ever. The emergence of Dr. Vis, a known hardliner to the leadership of the Turkish Cypriot community, and his recent references to a two-state solution on the island are obviously discouraging. But even more disconcerting is Turkey's intransigence, because we know that it is Turkey that really makes all the big decisions in relation to Cyprus. Despite Turkey's many assurances, verbal assurances, by its Prime Minister, its Minister of Foreign Affairs, and the President of Turkey, it's quite clear to us that Turkey has so far refused to shift on issues of substance, and that is the conclusion of the European Union. It is not simply a Greek Cypriot view. We all know that Turkey has so far chosen to ignore the requirements laid down by the European Union regarding recognition of the Republic of Cyprus and its obligations to work proactively and constructively for a comprehensive settlement based on EU principles and values. All of us recognize the strategic importance of Turkey and the fact that Turkey is Europe's biggest emerging economy, a fact that the new Foreign Secretary, William Hague, mentioned in his first keynote speech at the Foreign Office, which I had the pleasure to attend, when he said that Britain will make a particular diplomatic effort to work with Turkey, starting with a major visit by the Turkish Foreign Minister, Mr Davutoglu, to Britain this week at the Foreign Secretary's invitation. But Turkey's political and economic importance does not give it the right to seek to hold Cyprus and the Cypriot people hostage to its own geostrategic interests. And as British Cypriots, we do expect the United Kingdom, we do expect the British government to fulfill its special responsibilities to Cyprus. We do expect William Hague to tell Mr Davutoglu when they meet this week that Turkey must recognize the Republic of Cyprus, that Turkey must end its continuing military occupation of the northern part of the island, and that Turkey must work to deliver a solution based on human rights and fundamental freedoms throughout the island, and based on the principles and values of the European Union and international law. Cyprus is a small island without the power and the resources at Turkey's disposal. It needs to rely on democratic values, international law and order in order to survive. It also needs to rely on principled and influential friends to speak up for justice on the island. We therefore look to you, our friends in the House of Commons, in Parliament, to work with us for a free, reunited Cyprus, to ensure that the Cyprus issue and the need for it to be resolved in a just way remain very high on the foreign policy agenda of this country. Thank you very much. As I said, we do have quite a few members of Parliament here. I'm delighted to see all of them. I'm delighted to see the new faces amongst us as well. And I see a number of them who are new, and I will introduce them briefly. I see Mike Freer, who is of course the new Member of Parliament for Finchley and Gordon's Green, and who has replaced the late Rudi Vis. I see Matthew Offord, who is the new Member of Parliament for Hendon, who has replaced our other good friend Andrew Gizmo. We also have with us Brendan Lewis, who is from Great Yarmouth. He's the Member of Parliament for Great Yarmouth, and he has replaced another good friend of Cyprus. I'm delighted that you're all here tonight. I see Nick Debois as well, who is the new Member of Parliament for Enfield North, and all of them are welcome, and I'm delighted that you're here. We look forward to hearing from you later. Of course, we have with us a number of great friends of Cyprus who have stood by our side for many, many years, including Jim Sheridan, David Barrows, and of course our very, very good friend Alan Neil, who needs no introduction from me.